All right. Welcome to Bloom in Full Color, where we're living life. Did I say it right? Bloom in Full Color? Yes,
Yeah.
I did say it right.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Flume and bull color.
Read the
Good
teleprompter, Miss
morning.
Moss.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I am regularly off script. So, sorry. This Onyx has sensitive ears. She was telling Adam
Every
about
other
it.
day.
Every other day. It's not all the time.
Sometimes she loves the ears.
Yeah, sometimes, but not all the time. Anyways, today I've got PJ out of myself. We're talking about what does community mean to you? Now, where the hell is this coming from? So I am a huge person that gives back, but not everybody is. And I'm also very fortunate because I have a family structure and family members that I look forward to seeing, and I work with them all the time. So I'm an anomaly. I know that's unusual. I was shocked when I learned a lot of people don't look forward to the holidays, or they don't celebrate them at all because it's a point of contention, or they just don't want to participate. And so I really feel that participating in your community to give back in some way, shape, or form, whatever that looks like for you, is really important, even if it's a teeny tiny little thing.
No, that's not an opinion. There's science backing that, right?
There's
it
absolutely
helps
science.
our mental state to help others. It's as simple as that, right? The act of you doing something for
and
someone
I
else can elevate your mood.
I always feel better when I'm participating.
That's science. That's
and
not.
Yeah, giving is an anti-stress
Straight up it
activity.
is.
Your body
Absolutely.
doesn't.
It's like taking a pill.
Yeah.
100% it is.
So really, like, I kind of want to challenge the idea of capitalism and spending all your money to
Oh my
buy
God!
your
It's
entire.
before 9 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I know it's a little
We're
early.
taking down the system today. With
No,
coffee.
listen, you got great rules for your family. You
I
said
do.
a couple years ago that I thought was magical.
Yeah, we don't do gifts. We do experiences.
Yeah.
I don't ever like. My kids get gifts from everybody, right? So we do no toys.
Well, hold on, because I want to back it up because you proved it to these girls years ago. I remember you telling me this. Go to your room and tell me right now, what did we give you for Christmas last year?
Well, yeah, or your
Right?
birthday, and
Or
they
so-
couldn't
not
regurgitate
one thing,
anything.
right? Not a single thing.
Yeah.
Right? But she goes, what did we do for your birthday last year? Oh, we went to the concert and we saw blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that was like almost a light bulb, like, bing, holy crap, what's memorable? It's not the stupid tchotchke from
not.
Toys R Us.
It's not.
Right? It's the doing something or
It's
going
the doing
somewhere
something.
or-
And so, how do you make memories, and how do you impress on your children? Like, there are people that are not as fortunate as you. So to get toys in my household, you have to get rid of 2 toys for every toy you get. So there's always a fall cleaning of bedroom and then a winter cleaning because birthday is in March. So
You've
they
taken
have,
that tack with
they
your
have to go
grandbaby.
through that. And then for a while, I was just taking them to Valley House or wherever, and they started to get a little punchy. They're like, I want to know where my toys are going. Like, all right, fine, let's go. Come with me. See what others'
Right.
situation is, so that you can understand that you're A, very, very lucky and well off. B, there's people who are way, way less fortunate. And C, you have an overabundance. There's no problem sharing. Like, have you touched that toy in a year?
Right.
No? Put it in the box. And, I leave them to their own devices. Yeah, I don't want to micromanage my children. I don't want to micromanage anybody here either. Like, I got to kind of like trust fall it and just let it happen. So with that, like, that community piece is important. So like, what am I doing this holiday? I am making sure that I'm supporting, and this is a little bit of capitalism, but I'm supporting the local pumpkin patches. I'm showing up. I'm buying pumpkins. I'm participating in that. If there's some kind of event, or there's a fundraising, or there's a coat drive, or there's a food drive, like, I'll go through my pantry and grab the cans that I haven't used in a year, throw them in a box, drop them off on the way to work. If there's a coat drive, I'll go through my closet. Like, I have more coats than I'm ever going to be able to wear in a year. Let's clear them out. Like, just those little things. And it could be as simple as, I'm going to make cookies and take them to work. What are you doing to add to your community? That's my challenge. So, yeah. Well, how do you guys add to the community?
I don't think I do.
I can't even spell community.
I am a completely selfish person.
No, you're not. Okay, I can tell you how you add to the community. And
Oh
this
God,
you
yes.
might
Stroke this.
Yeah,
You go,
I was
honey.
You showed up for the Harvest Festival and kicked ass, and
Wow,
you were,
yeah.
I mean, yes, you were
I
getting
do.
paid for it,
I
but
kind of agree with you on the pumpkin stuff. Like, it's just essentially like support the hardworking small businesses. You know,
these
that,
are all
that
small
kind of get
farmers.
taken away from with the whole corporate takeover of the holiday season. You know, you see
well,
it
and
with
like
Halloween and
Amazon
all
Prime
this.
Days, like how easy is it to order everything from your couch? Well, you know what? Maybe you should go to the local business and spend that
Yeah,
money.
go to. Is it Blue Rock? Is that?
Yeah, Blue Rock.
Rock.
There's
Yeah, I mean, this is-
Countryside
Tubbs Berry
Market.
This is
Farm
the
right now.
last little
Tubbs.
bit of the sweet spot with the market, farmers market culture. I mean,
Yeah,
if I can support farmers, I do. Like
absolutely.
small farmers.
And how,
Not
like,
you, Monsanto or Simplot
or Bayer. It's
or
Bayer,
Bayer
now. It's
Monsanto
Bayer.
Simplot complex,
Well, and
which I think
like,
it is now.
it is. I think they're all kind of like coming together. But like, how are you giving back to your community? And it could be like, so PJ, I look at you. You've been a big proponent on our ESOP, so that's our employee stock ownership program that we have here at Moss. But every Christmas, ESOP is finding something to give back to. Like I remember when I was in speech team at Jerome High School, and we would always adopt a family.
Right.
And,
Mhm.
you know, because there are families out there that need help. And it's, I mean, single mom
When
with 17
People
children.
are asking for
like-
clothes, not because they want to look nice, because they're cold. Like you could get your butt up and go find something in your closet. I'm not
Well,
being
and it could be like, I don't know what to get them. You know what? Do they have teenage women or, you know, adult women? Get them feminine products. Get them underwear, socks. Like that stuff is not stuff that they
gas
can
cards.
afford.
We did
Gas cards, like, basic stuff that we are fortunate enough to be able to afford every day. Those things matter.
Mhm.
I mean, and if you're struggling, like get a couple $20 gas cards and just drop them off at one of the women's shelters. Like that'll go so far for somebody. Those are just the little things. Like if you've got extra gloves, extra hats, if somebody doesn't have a hat, they don't care what it looks like. They
Well,
really don't.
I like what you're saying because right, we've all heard it. Charity starts at home.
Yes.
Right? I would much prefer to do something for my local scene, like you said, a woman's shelter, the Valley House, where people that are unhoused get some help.
Or the warming shelter.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like as opposed to giving the CEO of the kettle
Okay.
guy, you
So
know what
I'm
I mean.
gonna
That kind of stuff.
I'm gonna bitch about something. Okay.
Let it fly.
I'm attacking it. Now, this is effing brilliant. At the end of every transaction in big stores, would you like to round up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's just break this down. They're getting a tax write-off on your money so that they don't have to pay taxes. Do not.
Seriously,
give that-
that's how
Is
that
taking
works.
down
No.
the system.
Yes.
They're able to tax write off my
Absolutely.
donation at the McDonald's window.
So
Yep.
you round it up.
That's all you're doing for
Pl-
them.
plus a million other people. So they now have $2 million to give back. They get a tax write-off on your extra 15
that
cents.
pisses me off.
No, it makes me so
Well,
angry.
what-
See,
what-
every time I get asked,
You
I'm like,
hard no.
you know, I donate on my own. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm very cautious, and I'll tell you why. I'm trying to think of the kettle pit United Way, right? Go look at a list. I'm sorry, I get a little
you're okay.
conspiracy theory, but the top 10 charitable organizations in America pay their CEO millions and millions and millions of dollars. So one of them, I want to say it's United Way, it's like 30 cents of every dollar goes to help their charities. The other 70 cents pays their people big money. I'm not giving $1 to you guys so your CEO can make his payment on his Beverly Hills house. Like I would much rather go take that to the woman's shelter, who I promise you, every nickel of every dollar you give to the local warming
You
hut
can actually-
is going into the warming hut. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You can actually look up
No, you
how
totally can.
like March of Dimes. I think was
Yeah,
it
it's
like
20
only
cents.
only a dime
Yeah.
of your dollar actually
to the
goes
charity.
to the charity.
Yep.
There's 90 cents of overhead.
Yep. and their head guy makes like $2.5 million a year.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you're just paying some CEO, but just be careful with your money. Sorry,
there
that's all
might
I'm
be
saying.
good work
Vote
that's
with
happening.
your dollar.
Vote. We all vote
That's
with
my
our dollars.
approach to
That's
this
right.
whole
Yes.
paradigm.
Yep.
Is
Absolutely.
if I give my dollar to a small business, like, and I'm talking small business is relative, regional size business, I'm happy
It's
to
still-
give
yeah.
them my money. If it's national, multinational, I'm hard pressed to like spend my money there.
Yeah.
But that money directly goes into people who live in a similar income bracket as me.
Yes.
And lower, running these small businesses. And so vote with your dollar.
And-
that's my biggest, like,
If you build community
Platform.
into your entire year, because I mean, we're talking holidays because there's a focal point.
Right.
how much do people need in March?
Well, and
Those
here's
same people are desperate.
money is not
then.
the only way. We're all broke. We're all poor. We're all paying these higher bills, right? So there's a lot of stuff you can do that not money, right? There's your time, like you're talking about making cookies, making pie. Go make something for your kids' class. You know what I mean? One of our mama's favorites, she'll make a batch of cupcakes and everybody in that kids. You know how excited a kid gets in March when somebody rolls in with a cupcake? I mean, it was a few hours
This
of
is
your
the
time.
best day in class on somebody's
Exactly,
birthday,
right?
or when the TV rolled into the
No
classroom.
CEO cut of cupcakes. You know what I mean? You spent some time, you did. So there's lots of other ways you can help your community without throwing money at it, right?
Well, and if you're involved in church, you already have a community. So work within your church. You know, if you know that just a neighbor across the street's sick and just taking him a cup of soup, like that's still adding. So if you're just doing the little things, you do not have to go out of your way. If you want to, great.
Pull the neighbor's
Great.
trash can in. Yeah, help the old
Some-
ladies
So
shovel
I
the
have
snow.
neighbors who, I have 2 neighbors that have snow blowers. Do you know how grateful I am when
Right,
it snows?
right.
And they're like semi-retired. You know, Gus will just cruise over with his snowblower and just do my driveway. Like after he does it twice, I'm like, I gotta make him cookies.
Uh-huh.
And he gets so happy when I walk over. He's like, yeah, I don't have to share these with the grandkids, you know, like gets stoked about it.
You're
And I'm
helping
sure-
your community.
Exactly. And it's just
100%.
like, he's helping me. I'm giving back and being grateful.
Yep.
You know, it's just those little things. It might be as simple as like
Paying it forward.
putting a couple cookies out for the mailman with a little like ribbon and say, hey, thank you.
They like cash, in case you're wondering. Mail
Mail people?
old guy,
I think
the
everybody
trash
likes
guy.
cash.
You want to have the trash? You just leave a bottle of booze and a $50
Okay, so
bill.
I am
Oh,
that asshole who has like 17 garbage cans every week.
See that?
So I should do
a
this.
fifth of Jack Daniels,
Right
and
on the
and
top?
a gift certificate on the top on that day. The
I
morning you run
really-
home,
I really need
you'll
that
have
because
your cans will be lined
okay.
up all year long. The lids will be closed. Like, what just happened right now?
I literally was like, how do I bribe the trash man so he'll
Straight up.
always dump my
Booze
trash?
and whiskey. Because what happens is he hands the
Whiskey?
booze to the guy that drinks and he puts the money in his pocket and you'll have the best. Because they tell
Okay.
each other too. It's not even the same guy. Like, take care of that house. That girl leaves whiskey. I promise you, that's exactly how that conversation
Okay,
goes.
I'm gonna make it to the liquor
Yes.
store. I'm gonna get one of those
Yes.
little ones. and
Bribe
just
the trash man.
Be like, thank you so much. I have a lot more fall cleanup. It's fine if it's in the can that can like be picked up by the machine. It's all the additional cans that cannot be picked up by the
Oh, that's
machine.
okay. I was trying
Maybe
to picture
2
this
bottles
in
of
my head.
whiskey.
No,
Yeah,
well,
maybe
so
two.
I can fill 3 garbage cans real fast, and that's not
me
even
too.
the recycling one.
That's just
So,
plant material.
That's
Right.
just plant material. So I started to like strategically put the heavy shit in the easy to pick up with
Yes,
machine
yes.
one. So I'm finally getting smarter. It's only taken me a year and a half.
Awesome.
So yeah. So how can you give back to your community?
Yeah,
Now
community. What does it mean to you?
I want to
there-
give you a creative suggestion.
That's all right. I just like, I'm not saying that the pay it forward, buy the coffee for the person behind you is giving back, but maybe rethink that. But let's hear your creative suggestion.
I just want to say you can give without any resources.
Yes, you can.
You do that by intently listening to people. That's all you have to do. You will enrich your community. You will make real strong connections with people. When someone is complaining about their family dynamic and nervous
Hear
about
them.
the holidays or whatever, just be present for them and listen instead of waiting for your turn to speak.
Yeah.
And
And thinking about what you're going to say.
So instead of, because I keep my resources really limited. Okay, I
Yeah.
collect plants. Every extra dollar.
Cacti is
A lot of
But
stuff.
yes.
Okay, so I don't have a bunch of expendable income. So I just want to, for those people that don't have much,
Right.
even some of these less fortunate people that we are kind of addressing, you don't have to have this infinite amount of resources to be able to just give something really simply. You can give someone your time and your presence. That's all I wanted to say. Is just
Oh, I agree. So
giving from a place of having nothing is even more rewarding. I'll just tell you
absolutely.
that. Yeah.
And I would even challenge my rule is to leave people better than when I found them.
Exactly.
So if I leave them with a smile, I've still done my job. So my homework for everybody as we wrap up our 15-minute new model here is
It's so tough.
it is tough, but it's keeping us really on
It
track. I
is.
like
It
it.
is. So
Good
on
job,
track.
Zach. Producer gets all the credit here. Go figure out how you can impact your community in a positive way with whatever resources you have, with whatever you feel like that day. And it could be something very, very tiny, but it can make all the difference.
And don't forget to include your kids.
And ask
and
for help.
teach them. Teach them. Yeah. And don't be afraid to.
Community is a
say something.
two-way street.
Yes, they don't know if they don't know, and we can't read minds. With that, we invite you to go live life in full color because plain is pretty boring. Thanks, guys.